know that the terms we are explaining are a little abstract, but that's primarily because brands are just as complex as us. Brands exist as we do, which is the reason why so many of us have emotional attachments to them.
The powers that be in media place a heavy burden for everyday people to do what everyone else is doing, when in actuality, what everyone else is doing is dictated by the almighty dollar. Have you ever wondered why people are in debt up to their ears, but their cars have heated seats and 3 TVs? Or why your friend with all the new sneakers is always begging for lunch money?
Whether you want to admit it or not, there's a little part in all of us that just wants to be like everybody else, whether it be electronics, clothing, or even personality. Conformity is just a part of life.
If this wasn't true, shows like Sex and the City and Gossip Girl wouldn't be such major hits on TV. Both of these shows are centered around high-priced fashion and accessories on these supposedly normal people. These shows, albeit very entertaining, have contributed to the out-of-control epidemic of people living outside their means and going into debt just to fit into these media images of normal. Media's impact on spending, it transcends all ages. Nearly 2/3 of the 20-somethings in America are in debt. Have you noticed the sudden boom of teens having expensive smartphones that you used to only see in the office? They're paying an extra $20 and $40 extra a month in monthly fees. On a teen salary, it just seems outrageous. But it's happening all over.
I have to admit that there have been a couple of instances that have caused me to reevaluate a lot of things, considering my need for new gadgets every time they come out and my habit in spending money that I don't have and using my credit cards.
Media solicitation of conformity even goes into the womb. How many times have you seen some unreal celebrity post-baby weight loss story? Jennifer Lopez loses 40 pounds in 2 months, or Nicole Richie shrinks back into her old weight 3 months after childbirth. These unreal standards place pressure on average women to rush and lose those baby pounds before they get called fat. A writer for the Sydney Morning Herald wrote in a news article that the celebrity-driven phenomenon of the yummy mummy and the pressure to return to pre-baby weight were driving women to go on fad-restrictive diets, leaving them at a high risk for an eating disorder. Unhealthy standards in the media are as irresponsible as they are abundant. In this instant, following suit can be deadly. When people try to live out how the stars do, they soon realize that TV is just TV. When you begin to analyze, you start to notice certain inconsistencies, like when you watch Friends and you wonder how a waitress at a coffee shop can afford a large 2-bedroom apartment in Manhattan, or how Carrie Bradshaw has countless Gucci, Jimmy Choo, and Manolo Blahnik shoes on a columnist salary. The way these images are displayed across the screen convinces people that it is normal to spend outrageously, and we've all gone for it at one point. You know you caught yourself at a sleepover outside of Foot Locker for the new Jordans, or pre-ordering the iPhone and paying the original $600 price tag.
No matter who you are or what you believe, it will happen.
Because there are many ways in which companies can advertise their products through the media has a powerful influence on people to conform. There are forms of media that promote nonconformity by telling you to step outside of the box in order to try to do something different. But these kinds of media only deceive you into believing that you are an individual and promote empowerment and individuality. Over a decade ago, Sprite used an innovative marketing tactic classified as an anti-marketing marketing campaign, as seen on Barack Goodman's documentary, Merchants of Cool.
There was really no one in the market at the time that was saying, discount it all, don't believe it, it's all BS, and we know that you know that, and you're smarter than everyone else. So it put them in a position to feel like we understood them, so that they were feeding back to us, Sprite understands me, Sprite is one, it's really one of us.
Recent commercials, such as McDonald's commercials that advertise for their new chicken biscuit sandwich and the Dove Pro Age commercial, tell you that you'll be different by buying their product. But if everyone's buying it, then that makes you a conformist because you're doing what everyone else is doing. Even we, the producers of this show, are guilty of using media and conformity to talk about non-conformity. Remember in the beginning when you saw the Fox Searchline logo? We would purposely place it in there using tactful brand element and brand loyalty to set the mood for what you were about to engage in. Even though being a conformist is looked at in a negative way, sometimes being a nonconformist can get you that same response, especially when no one agrees with what you're choosing to do. The best thing to do is to be yourself regardless of what others are telling you. If you personally like Nikes, then just do it. As long as you're staying true to yourself and not allowing others to influence the way you're trying to go about living your life.
We on? We on? I got something to say for you. I don't know who that girl is, but this is my show. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You see what this says? Dayton, Washington. This is my jump off. I run this. This is my show. You got me messing. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna turn my life. I'm still doing my show. What you think this is? I'ma do me. What's it called? Like that song? I'ma do me. Oh, that ain't the song.